So boss came here to see me. "Hello, car, you must have to drive the PCC3 today," said boss. But I was worried. I usually drive the Kawasaki LRV 9000 series engine, but I haven't driven the PCC3 for a long time. But boss will say, "Co-worker PCC driver will show you what to do," said boss, and then he left. I'm a PCC driver. I should have been slowed down like a small like a big engine like him. Then co-worker and I went to the depot, went to the middle of the depot, but co-worker and I are getting on that PCC, but I bumped them very hard. And the co-worker said, "No, no, no. You need to drive smoothly." Boss patiently. "Watch me. You soon learn how to pull passengers while you're driving a PCC3. Just then, the co-worker driver is pulled into the station. He pulls smoothly into the stop. And he said, "Perfect." Just then, I pull smoothly into the stop too. And I look at all those passengers. But I closed the door. But the co-worker said, "I'm doing it all wrong. Don't close the door until your passengers are on board. Watch me." But co-worker waited. All the passengers are on board. He closed the door. Co-worker is very proud. He likes showing me that he was the best. Co-worker was having lots of fun, but I wasn't. I was fed up. So, later, co-worker and I are at another station, but I at another stop. I closed the door, but the co-worker said, "I'm learning a little bit, but I'm still not doing it right. Watch me." So the co-worker closed the door and pulled out of the stop. And I said, "You show off." But the co-worker PCC driver wasn't listening. He was already driving to the countryside, and he said, "He is so clever. There must be someone else he can show," and it was. "Watch me." Co-worker drive, and he raced past the car. He drive nice and smoothly. Then he raced past the other Kawasaki LRV, but not Kawasaki LRV, but then he raced past the PCC3. And he said, "Watch me. He's the fastest and the best. And the best." And the best. So, the co-worker PCC drive into the station. But he was very excited. But there's a lot of people he can show off to. "Watch how smoothly I can go." But the co-worker driver is so busy showing off because he didn't see how icy the track was. He didn't see how icy the street track was. He could slid right through the stop and into this side. Because everyone was, as he drive, into a big pile of snow. Well, luckily, no one was hurt. So boss is very cross. But the boss will say, I ask you to teach other people I ask you to teach me how to drive a PCC, he said sternly, not show off all morning. And he said, yes, sir, sorry, sir, he puffed quietly. Just then, I drive past. I pull smoothly into the stop. All of my passengers arrive safely at the platform. So, co-worker's passengers has to walk through the snow. But co-worker is very embarrassed. He's embarrassed as a Proterra, New Flyer, and a Nova bus driver. But soon, the tow truck pulled the PCC out of the snowdrift. Later that evening, it was time for them to go home. The passengers are all on board, co-worker and me. But then, co-worker remembers sliding into the snowdrift. Co-worker didn't want to look silly again. And he said, Kal-El, you go first. Show me how smoothly you can go. So I pull out of the stop and the co-worker followed me. Looks like co-worker and I were driving into the countryside, and my co-worker didn't show off once.